Vegetation Management Strategy was designed around customers. What they told us is that we wanted better looking street trees, we wanted cheaper rates, we wanted better reliability, and we wanted better relationships with the people doing the work, and so that's what we tried to design.
Take that out and put something back in there.
So we identified there was a need to have a longer term strategy, and we knew that need was there because when we talked to customers, the customers weren't happy with how many times we're going to their property, how we were cutting their trees, and for us looking at our performance, our network, we knew that we needed to target vegetation differently to how we'd done in the past. So putting all that together, what we decided was that we need to understand that some trees, particularly those trees in townships, urban areas, really don't need to be trimmed as hard as they had been in the past. While in other areas, due to the risks that we're carrying, we actually need to target trees for removal where that bushfire risk, for example, is so high that we need to take it out. Essential Energy has requirements to manage safety around power lines, and that extends to safety between trees and power lines. Obviously, trees can cause outages, they can cause arcing, electrical contact can become an issue for people in the public. So the Vegetation Strategy talks about how we intend to do that in the field. How we do it, typically in urban areas, is trimming on an annual or a year and a half cycle. And longer term, what we're looking to do in urban areas is also look at what trees are incompatible with our approach. So trees that are perhaps unsafe, trees that perhaps are simply too fast growing to manage realistically, and looking to work with the tree owner, typically councils, to remove those trees over time, but also replant trees that are more suitable in its place.
We'll actually have a reduced profile of work that's out there. We'll move away from having to use machines where we'll go through and spot spray the odd inappropriate tree that's growing back up through the corridor. And I think we have a bit of work to do to try and get our corridors in tip-top shape and remove some undergrowth that we're seeing come up and some incompatible veg. But I think at some stage we should be able to pinpoint where we need to go. We won't have to go through every single bay across our network. We'll know where the trees are based on our technology, and we'll be able to send individual crews or people out to those locations. So, I think for our customers, the strategy will mean that they get a better outcome long term. We'll also see some prices being pushed down as well, based on the fact that the strategy is targeted at taking out the right trees, trying to build better outcome for everyone in the end too. We'll have more suitable trees. We won't be cutting them in half. I think that will be what we'll see from a customer point of view.
Customers will benefit from the vegetation strategy in the form of better looking street trees in their streets, in terms of better reliability, in terms of downward pressure on electricity prices, and better relationships with the people doing the work. If we're doing this right, if your place is in a low risk area, you should see less of us going forward.